Are you struggling to get your first push-up? Hey, my name is Kevin. I've been a personal trainer for 7 years. I've been training calisthenics for 4 years. Let me show you how to get your first push-up. The primary muscles that you're going to work in a push-up is your chest, shoulder, and your tricep. What are the methods? You can do them on the floor, with parallettes, or on a straight bar. Choose the one that you have access to and that feels most comfortable. Let's go over posture. Think tall with your spine. Avoid poking your neck forward. Bring your head back, level your chin with the floor. Avoid arching your lower back. Instead, flatten your lower back by squeezing your glutes. Lock your knees and squeeze your quads. And brace your core. Avoid shrugging your shoulders. Actively depress your shoulders. At the top of the push-up, your shoulders should be protracted. As you come down, your shoulders should retract. Whether you do them on the floor or using a bar, a wider hand position with elbows out works more chest. Just avoid positions where you flare your elbows out at or above 90 degrees. A narrow grip with the elbows in has you working more triceps and your hands move closer to your stomach. When using parallettes, a close grip will have the parallettes pointing straight. You might find it more natural to flare them out as your elbows go further away from the body. Stack your elbows over your wrist joint. It's the equivalent of keeping dumbbells stacked over your elbows in a chest press. Foot positioning. Shifting your weight forward onto the toes increases the difficulty, and shifting the weight back decreases the difficulty. Keep the intensity consistent and stay on the balls of your feet. Arms should be straight at the top with shoulders fully protracted. Aim for 90 degrees at the bottom, shoulders level with the elbows. As you get stronger, you can increase the range of motion and therefore the difficulty as long as you don't have any shoulder pain or discomfort. Breathing. Inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Alternatively, you can utilize the Valsalva maneuver where you inhale at the top, hold and tighten your body, and exhale as you go up to the top. Speed. Aim for 1 to 2 seconds on the way up and 2 seconds on the way down. Emphasize control during the lowering phase as it's the most important part of the rep. You can press up a bit faster, but only once you've locked in your form. Point your fingers forward or slightly out to the side to place less pressure on the wrist. Spread the fingers out and grip the floor. Gripping the floor engages the forearm muscles and helps to further stabilize the movement. If you're using bars, be mindful of your wrist position. Avoid excessive pullback. Set it in more or less a neutral position to avoid extra stress. Body alignment. Square up your hips and shoulders for a more even push. Distribute your weight evenly on both sides of your body for a balanced push. Here are some extra tips. If you're new to push-ups, avoid increasing the intensity too quickly. Even if you have the strength, your joints, tendons, and ligaments need time to adapt to new exercises and intensities. Progressing gradually will get your body accustomed to new exercises and loads, and ultimately prevent injury. When locking out, make sure to avoid hyperextending your elbow. Instead, squeeze both your biceps and triceps at the top to avoid any unnecessary pressure on the elbow joint. Let's go over the progressions. Start on an elevated surface. Gradually lower the height to increase the intensity. You can use a straight bar, plyo boxes, or you can do knee push-ups on the floor. If that's too difficult, then just elevate your hands. To close the gap between knee push-ups and full-on push-ups, elevate your knees.
How many sets and reps should I do?
If you're a true beginner, then do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, working in the endurance range. Working at a higher rep range, therefore lower intensity, allows you to focus on your form and technique. If you have some experience, then you can work in the hypertrophy range, doing 3 sets of 6 to 12 reps. If the intensity is too high, you won't have the mental capacity to think about your form. Once your form is locked in, then you can start working in the strength range of 3 to 6 reps, 3 to 4 sets. Here are some additional exercises to build up your push-up strength. You can incorporate negatives, focusing only on the lowering portion. You can do dumbbell chest presses to build additional pushing power, and the barbell bench press. Shoulder presses also help build overall pushing power. To strengthen your triceps for the push-up, do bench dips.
How long will it take to get my first push-up?
Everyone has a different starting point, so the timeline varies. We found that on average, it takes about 4 to 6 months to get your first push-up. Thanks for watching. Comment below, let us know how long it took you to get your first push-up.